What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys been out there building shit. A few days ago we unboxed this hzxvogen welder. We got it off Amazon for $239, and it's a great budget option. I think it's a multi-process machine. It's able to do lift TIG, it's able to do MIG, it's able to do flux core, and it's also able to do stick welding. Oh, Chicago Electric has served me well. I built pretty much this whole ramp truck with it after I've owned it a few years and done a lot of other projects. And then I was putting this toolbox on and it decided to quit feeding. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to share my experience with both and do a comparison and a review and try to pass on some information to you, the consumer, to help you guys make a more educated decision if you're going to go out and purchase a budget cheap welder. Electric is the only other 220 or 240 welder that I've ever used. I've never used gas. I've only used flux core. I'm usually outside, usually out in the rain, out in the gravel, being portable, whatever. Oh man, this old pig's heavy. It's very small, very lightweight, portable, easy to carry. The job site, you can plug it right into 110. It's dual voltage. It also comes with this adapter to plug into 220 or 240 plug-in. This one only runs on 220 or 240. So if you go to a job or something, you can't really run it if they don't have the right plug-in. Our different buttons, basically we've just got a knob here, a knob there, and this one. And this selects between its different functions. Which we got lift TIG, but it didn't come with the stuff for that. MMA, which I believe comes with the stick welding electrode, CO2 gas, mixed gas, and then flux. And then we've got the knob. Electric, it only had a couple switches and the wire feed speed. And really, which one's higher and which one's lower? If you go that way or that way. And all this can do is MIG and flux core wire. You can't even do the other function, which is goes to the gun. And it actually, like the wire and stuff, feels better made than the Harbor Freight one. It's got like a thinner outer layer and in the inside ones, but it gets twisted up and it gets bound up and stuff. So I feel like the new one is going to be stronger. This feels much more significant in the hand. It feels it doesn't feel like it's going to get twisted and bound up as easy. So I'm thinking this one's a better deal. Ground clamp, definitely more significant with the little hzxvogen. It's got this copper in here to try to get a good conductivity on something. You can press it up against the side or whatever, try to make sure that you get a good ground. Chicago Electric clamp. Reverse the polarity simply by reversing where you plug your ground clamp and your MIG gun. Get in here to switch the polarity on this one. When you run negative to your torch tip, it hears a little better. It, instead of puddling up on top, it goes in. The arc stability is a little better, a little less splatter. But I'm able to run it both ways because I ran that Chicago Electric welder for so long, and it was set up the wrong way from the factory, and I just ran it like that, not really knowing. Definitely nice having the option. I'm going to get this flux core wire that they send with it put in here. I will miss not being able to run the bigger spools of wire, because it's nice just to run it in there and then it lasts you forever, versus those little 2 pounds you gotta change them out all the time. It's definitely way quieter feed than the cheap Harbor Freight ones. I've only used a couple other welders in my life. I've never used gas. Still a little hot. I'll try turning the wire feed speed down just a little. Not bad, guys. I'm not a professional. I don't really know how to adjust things. I'm just kind of guessing. I only had the wire speed on the old cheap Harbor Freight one, so the adjustments are going to be a little bit of a learning thing, I think. The sun is up here in the sky and it's really messing me up, guys. It's just literally like I'm welding and I can't see to start, and then everywhere I move it's going doo 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 doo, flashing on me. One of the things that I'm not really used to is with this, we were able to switch the polarity or whatever, and on the old Harbor Freight one, it was always real spattering. So I'm liking that, but it's taken me some getting used to because it's not as violent of a weld, if that makes sense. I hope this helps with some beginners, man, because that's all I am, man. I'm not out here trying to be an expert whatsoever. Down that, I ended up leaving the wire speed high and turning the voltage real down low, and so that I wasn't burning through, and it worked out pretty good. I'm going to try filling in some of this just to make it look kind of better, and just to kind of show you guys some more welding with this thing. Yeah, I'm not really going to get going in. That filled in across back there, and I turned the heat up a bit. Welder, hopefully I can get in there and let you guys see and maybe able to see all at the same time. Try to get condition. I can see pretty good. think it's good nut like I want it to. Didn't think so. Doing very good on that one. Hopefully I can get something to stick in there. Hoping I can get at it a better angle over there. We got something loaded on the bed of this thing right now. And it's making it an absolute nightmare. Getting in a good position for welding. But I think I did it, guys. Want to cooperate? Probably not the recommended way to fill in a cap like that, but I secured that and it's not going nowhere. Where I started welding, I was kind of figuring out the voltage and whatnot. And I started getting it figured out over here. Got that closed up. And I kind of got my voltage dialed in over here. Back. I think I was a little bit low there. Got those welded up, and the bottom that welded up, and started getting that welded with holy rusty old metal. So my takeaways after the weld test, I would definitely go with this machine over the Harbor Freight. I think the only fault that I've found is that it won't accept a 10-pound spool. Other than that, this thing beats the Harbor Freight hands down in every way, and it's the best bang for your buck. I think in the future you'll be able to learn more processes, the stick welding and the lift TIG, and it'll just be a better machine to grow into. Especially working on the 110 and the 220, you won't have to get the 110 version of the Harbor Freight and then the 220 version. You can just go ahead and get this right from the beginning. So it's a great budget beginner welder. Alrighty guys, if this helped you out, give me a like. If you want to hear more from me, see more about the ramp truck build or the rat rod build or whatever, hit that subscribe button. Most of all, believe in what God gave you guys. I don't do this channel to talk about what I do. I do it to encourage you guys to build, fix, create, and believe in what your hands can do. So till next time, keep building shit.